So here is our 10th video and the last video of chapter 5. We have done all the concepts required for this chapter. Here I am doing 3 or 4 questions just for your reference. They are a bit different kind of questions. So I am just explaining them from the miscellaneous exercise. Like this is here, you can see in the notebook. Question number 11. Differentiate x to the power x square minus 3 plus x minus 3 to the power x square for x greater than 3. Now this kind of question we have to differentiate when the power of x is also in the form of x. So in this case we can easily recognize we have to take log, but since these are two functions we cannot take it directly. So we will be assuming this first function as u and the second function as v, and then we will be taking log and substituting the values. So I had assumed here, you can see this x to the power x square minus 3 as u and x minus 3 to the power x square as v. So this becomes y is equal to u plus v. Differentiating with respect to x, we are getting as dy by dx is equal to du by dx plus dv by dx. So this is the equation 1. I am putting it here as equation 1. After differentiating and after getting the value of du by dx and dv by dx, I will substitute over here and I will get the answer. So assuming this, so u, we have taken it separately, now taking log both the sides. This becomes log u, and using the property, this becomes x square minus 3 log x. Differentiating with respect to x on both the sides, we will be getting as 1 upon u du by dx log x. This here we will be using as a product rule. This separate function and this log x will be taken as a separate function. Applying product rule. So after applying the product rule over here, x square minus 3 becomes 2x and the differentiation of log x is x. So ultimately I am getting this. This u, I don't have to keep it here. I had to take this towards the right hand side. So I had kept here u, and we cannot leave u also like this. In the final step, we have to put the value of u which is in the form of x. So after substituting, I am getting the value of du by dx. Similarly, we will be doing for v also. So v is here, taking log both the sides. This becomes x square log x minus 3. And after differentiating, you know all the steps. Again, we will be using the product rule. And I am getting dv by dx as this. And substituting this du by dx and dv by dx in equation number 1, I am getting this. So the question was easy, but how to proceed, that is very important. That you will be assuming it u and v and then taking log both the sides. Now see the next question. I am doing question number 17 from the miscellaneous exercise. This also you can see here, x is given in the form of t and y is also given in the form of t, means parametric form. But here we don't have to find dy by dx, we have to find d2y by dx square. So how we will be doing it? We always find dy by dx by putting dy by dt upon dx by dt. And you people will be saying that d2y by dx square means we will take the double derivative of both the function and then we will be dividing it, but it is not the case. We have to follow the same step till dy by dx. So let us first follow that. Differentiating this x with respect to t, simple differentiation, and I am getting here at cos t. Similarly for y, dy by dt, I am getting at sin t. And after dividing, I am getting here dy by dx is equal to dy by dt upon dx by dt, and I am left with only tan t over here. So I am getting dy by dx as tan t. Till this portion, this step, everybody knows because we had already done in the previous exercise. But here we have to find the second derivative of d2y by dx square. So here only we will be differentiating with respect to x. I will be getting here in LHS d2y by dx square. But towards right hand side, this will be sec square t, and this t will again be differentiated dt by dx. But we don't have the value of dt by dx. In place of that, we have the value of dx by dt. So this dt is going in the denominator and this becomes dx by dt. Substituting the value of dx by dt, from here we had already found here dx by dt at cos t. So after substituting this, you can easily see this 1 upon cos t is becoming sec t. So this is giving us sec cube t upon at. And this is the last question, 22nd question. This is a bit different, so I am doing it here because it's given in the form of determinants, and in the form of determinants you have to find dy by dx. This is the given determinant, and this we have to prove that after differentiation we will be getting this. You cannot write it directly. Many people will be writing is this and then this step, that dy by dx is differentiation of fx, gx and hx and the remaining terms like that. No, we cannot do that. So we will be just expanding this determinant. After expanding, this is getting as fx mc minus nb minus gx lc minus na plus hx lb minus ma. Now we will be differentiating this. Dy by dx will become f dash x. This term is constant term, so this will remain as such. This will also become g dash x and this will become h dash x, and these two brackets will also be the same. Now we can see this how we are going to put this in determinant form, which is given in the question to be proved. Simply we will put this in the determinant form. See this? This is the determinant form which we were supposed to prove. So here is your homework, complete miscellaneous exercise. This means you have to complete now whole chapter along with your assignment and submit it on your Google Classroom. Already the link is being created over there, so submit your work over there and finish with the chapter. In the next class we will be starting with the next chapter.